Hey everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. So before I dive into the show today, I have news to share about Plants and Politics. I am excited to announce I have partnered with my friend, my brother from another mother, four-time vegan bodybuilding champion, Will Tucker. He will now be co-hosting Plants and Politics with me. So whoop, whoop. So Will, welcome to your first official day on Plants and Politics. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of this program. I'm excited to be here, looking forward to it. And awesome. Hopefully everybody will stay tuned and not disappear all of a sudden. Like, who is this guy?
No, we'll get more women involved in the show.
Just in case, let me put on a tie next time. I'm dressed here.
And we were talking before we started recording about Miyokos Creamery for non-vegans who are watching. She has one of the most popular vegan cheese brands. It's made from nuts that she cultures. So it has a very realistic flavor and texture, unlike a lot of the fake cheeses from the past. And I know she was battling in court about trying to use, because she was on her butter product, she was using the word butter, and they were saying, no, you can't do that. The dairy industry, of course, having a meltdown over it. No cheese pun intended. Or maybe it was. But did you hear about this, Will?
I did. I saw that she successfully challenged it too, and she has the right to use the word butter on their butter products, and I believe cheese on the cheese-like products. So good for Miyoko. That's a big victory there, because that was really weighing on her. I'm connected with her, and I've heard how she's been kind of battling with this it's been going on for a while, I think.
Yeah, it's been going on a long time. And this is just one of a lot of different lawsuits like this going on around the country.
Yeah,
because
several of them.
Which to me, it just shows that they're weak, that there's blood in the water, and they know like their time is limited, because plant-based products are picking up steam. They're so popular now. And so they're losing a lot of market share.
Absolutely. Every time I go into a store, it seems like the selection grows, like by the week, there's new products getting introduced. And of course, we're well connected within the vegan or plant-based community. And so we get a lot of these stories, and, may even know people that produce or, create new products. So yeah, it's an amazing time for plant-based products. And I mean, more than anything, of course, sparing animal lives, and of course, getting people healthier and getting them off the animal products, which is like the ultimate form of karma, if you ask me. You eat dead flesh, and then it comes around, and if you continuously do it, especially if you're doing it recklessly, later on down the line, you're going to pay for it. It's the reason why heart disease is the #1 killer in this country. And I truly believe that's kind of what this whole COVID thing did. It just truly, truly, truly exposed how unhealthy the average American is. And that's why we're leading the world in deaths and cases. And I mean, we got to take it into consideration what's happening right now, but there's a lot of underlying issues that also need to be addressed, I feel. It starts with what people do to themselves multiple times per day, whether they follow 3 square meals or 6 meals a day. I mean, they're continuously doing it to themselves. And because I guess it's self-imposed, it doesn't make the noise that the virus does, but it's still #1. I mean, even when things kind of died down with COVID, it was still the 3rd leading cause of death in America. Heart disease was still #1. And I think medical accidents maybe was #2, if I'm right. And
it used to be #1. I'm not sure if they switch places, but heart disease is either 1 or 2, and then medical mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in other words,
another leading cause.
Watch what you eat and avoid the doctor.
Right. Yeah, no kidding.
Which actually would kind of go hand in hand in most cases. I mean, that's an accident or something. So there you have it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but I just think, there's so many people getting in on these lawsuits trying to stop what's inevitable in my mind, which is the takeover of plant-based and vegan products. I mean, every week I'm sharing the video shorts with new products coming out, and they're just getting better and better constantly. So
that's the beauty of it. I mean, I know you've been vegan for a while now. Hasn't it been like over 10 years for you? Or?
Yeah, same amount of time as you. We went vegan at the same time.
That's right. Everything in our lives.
We've done everything in our lives at the same time.
Oh. Yeah, and I'm sure you've noticed how the textures and tastes have changed. I mean, it's come a long way from back in my early vegan days.
Oh yeah.
Everything was like cardboard with salt on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I mean, literally.
If it had salt.
Right. And some of it was unsalted cardboard.
Yeah.
So products have come a long way, and more and more people are starting to make the change, whether for health or ethical reasons, environmental reasons, and it's here to stay.
Yeah,
it's here to stay. And as you mentioned, the bigger industries they're shaking in their boots. They see that their time is coming to an end. Reigning supreme, and unfortunately, having that supreme reign be to the detriment of millions of Americans' health, and that's why so many of them are also investing into plant-based alternatives, even with under their label. Like I remember there for a while, I believe Tyson was with was it Beyond or one of the bigger brands, and then they sold their share off and kind of invented or invested in their own plant-based.
Yeah, they're all doing it. Yeah, Nestle, all of them are getting in on it. Yeah, they see, and they do their markets, surveys and investigation. They know exactly where the wind's blowing. And so, the people who aren't going to budge, the companies who just don't want to get with the times and move on, they're the ones that are filing the lawsuits and fighting it. But, what's that old saying of, first they laugh at you, then they attack you, and then you win.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, that's what's going to happen to them.
One step away.
They're going to adapt with the times, or they're going to be the, Sears and Roebuck of the food industry, and they'll be like, what happened to them? Where'd they go?
Yeah. I mean, I wrote my book 5 years ago, and I just recently had a friend who I've known for more than 5 years come around and say, his brother had back-to-back heart attacks, almost died. Guy's like in his, I think he's in his 40s. And he was so freaked out about what happened to his brother. So he messaged me and said, hey, I know that this is what you do. This is what you research, to say the least. So what do I need to do? I don't want to go through what my brother did. It could have been even worse. It could have been the end of his life. I said, I know you don't want to hear this, but you got to cut out animal foods. So he's not 100%, but within, I think it was a month or two, he sent me his lab work before he started cutting out animal products. And then like a month or two later, they ran lab again, night and day. Good cholesterol up, bad cholesterol plummeted, because it was really, really high. I mean, it dropped within like a month or two. It dropped by like 50, 60 points.
Wow.
Huge. Yeah.
Incredible.
No drugs, because he said, I don't want to be on medication my whole life. So.
And that's usually the trap people get caught in. They continue to consume the animal products. They go to the doctor, they get a prescription, then they're still eating the products, still going to the doctor, getting their prescription refilled. And then, they're just caught in that pattern.
Well, and then that prescription causes side effects, and then you get prescriptions for those side effects, and then those cause side effects. So you get another prescription for that side effect or more. And it just mushrooms. I mean, I have family members, they have like a full pharmacy on their counter. And it's like, all you got to do is make one change. I mean,
instead of addressing the root cause, most people look for the quick fix. They're looking for a Band-Aid to a deeper wound, and it's just not going to stop there. You really got to go to the deeper cause, the root cause of it, to experience relief and the real change. Because a medication is just a quick fix. Most pharmaceuticals are, I'll be honest, toxic from the start. They tell you that the first day you take a pharmacology class. Most of them are toxic, and it's to keep you, I guess, alive in a sense, but well enough to
alive but not living.
Right, you're not living. Your quality of life is suffering, and they make it seem so natural and so normal. It's like, when you get insurance, for example, okay, here's your prescription plan. I don't know that part, Jack.
Yeah.
Just tell them, that's not what Will does. And the minute people, that's why before the world shut down, I used to love, as you mentioned, going around to speak and do touring the country, talking about the plant-based lifestyle, what it's done for me and what it's done for clients that I train here in my studio. And somehow we got to keep the message out there. The new products are great, but if it's just us that are already vegan or plant-based that's buying them, I want to reach the people that are out there that are still suffering, that are looking for a better alternative. That's still the fertile soil, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, we like we talked about, we got to bring some of your clients on to share their stories. So everybody who's watching, what we're talking about right now, stay tuned for that, because not today, but in the future, we're gonna have some guests on to share their stories of transformation with everybody.
Oh yeah.
So,
and I definitely I got a couple in mind, and we can bring them on periodically to starting to have a couple I guess milestones, so to speak.
Oh, cool.
On their journey. So I'll talk to a couple people. Let's bring them in. So let the people hear from people that have made the transition, that were in poor health, and what it's done for them. I could sit here and say it all day, and they're like, "Oh, well, you don't understand. You only weigh 150 pounds, and yada yada yada." But I get to touch real people every day, and hopefully have a positive impact on them, that are struggling, that are on, the many pharmaceutical drugs, like we said earlier. And just by making small changes, like you talked about the guy's cholesterol, and it doesn't take long, and it's
really fast.
The only thing you did was what? You didn't add any prescriptions in, you didn't do anything. You just changed what was on the end of that cord that you're feeding yourself, and voila.
Yeah. It's almost unbelievable, but but you and I are living proof. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely have some guests on here from time to time to let them share their stories.
Yeah. So stay tuned, everybody, for all of those. Like I said, not today, but